If 91% of our thoughts are the same thoughts from the previous day, that means that the difference in our life is in about 9% of our thoughts. I got a heater for y'all today. And we back. Yo, first of all, hold on, because y'all showed out for the last upload, man. Y'all got me turned up. Today, we're going to talk about ulterior thinking. I'm not even going to lie to y'all. This is probably top 3 hardest things to do. You'll be able to tell an easy distinction between the people that do control their thinking and let their thinking control them. Your mind is a weapon, okay? Say it with me. My mind is a weapon. And so once we know how to use it, we can use it to our benefit. You can believe it, see it, then you can achieve it. That's one of the first things that my pops taught me when I was younger. Same thing with my mom. She used to always speak life over me. You know, from a young age, I say it all the time, I feel like my parents brainwashed me. This is what I'm about to teach you to do. How to brainwash yourself into success. How to brainwash yourself into being a person you want to be. If I'm having 75,000 thoughts a day, and 91% of these thoughts are the same thoughts from the previous day, if majority of my thinking is negative, then that means I'm in a negative thought pattern, right? First thing is just becoming aware of what we think about on a daily basis. If you want something different, you have to do something different. We have to take our negative thoughts and replace them with positive thoughts. We have to take our bad habits and replace them with good habits. What are you thinking about on a daily basis? The average person, what we do is we wake up in the morning and then we already start projecting ourselves into the future. I don't want to go to this job. Conversation that we know we have to have later in the day. We're thinking about something and projecting ourselves into the future, and it's like automatically it's in that same familiar state. You don't see life as it is, you see life as you are. That's why 2 people can be looking at the same thing and have a different perspective. That's why some people see the glasses half full versus half empty. We control who and what we become by what we think. Like, if I tell myself I'm the greatest, eventually I might be the greatest. What did Drake say? I'm the greatest, man. I said that before I knew I was. You have to speak life over yourself. Same way we can get on social media and TV and put these filters that allow us to filter through what we see and what we don't see. Our brain has the same type of system. It's called the reticular activating system. And pretty much what this does is it acts as a filter for what you see. So this is why when you go buy a red Honda, you start to see that exact red Honda everywhere. When before it's like you never even noticed them. Whole time they were there the entire time, but you just weren't paying attention or looking for them. The way that we use the reticular activated system to our advantage is we change our thoughts, right? And we do this through repetition. We continuously feed it these positive affirmations, these visuals, these dreams, these goals, whatever it is we see for ourselves. We continuously feed it into our brain, and eventually what's going to happen is you're going to start to notice and pay attention and become more aware of the people, conversations, the situations, things that can actually help you get closer to your dream. When you tell your subconscious mind what you want, it figures out how to close the gap. If I see for myself, wife, kids, this career, a house on the beach, my mind says, okay, well, he doesn't have a wife, he doesn't have kids, he doesn't have this house on the beach, doesn't have this career. What can we do to get him there? That's when the magic starts to happen. That's when you start to attract. That's why it's so important to have that clarity, have that vision for yourself. That's why it's important to have that repetition of the positive thoughts, okay? So again, let's remember, step 1, we're gonna become aware of the negative thoughts that we have, and we're going to figure out what positive thoughts can replace those negative thoughts. Step 2 is we're going to repeat these thoughts every single day. So the reason why the RES works is because it reprograms the filter in your mind to find the things that you want. I feel like this kind of applies to everybody because humans, we're visual creatures. So I really encourage you to, once you figure out what it is that you want, like I said, make a vision board. Start writing down your dreams. I have little things that, you feel me? I keep around me all the time. I got journals full of stuff. I got a little prayer box that I've written stuff down on that I have manifested in my life. I've manifested the Netflix show. I've manifested moving to New York. I've manifested making money off of content creation. I'm manifesting X, Y, and Z for this YouTube channel. I'm manifesting things for y'all. Somebody did certain things for me. I want to be able to ignite the flame of some of y'all because I already know that message is going to get to the right person. When that seed gets planted, I'm already manifesting greatness for you. You feel what I'm saying? So it's like, I feel like anybody who watches these videos is for a certain reason because light energies attract each other, and y'all see what I'm on. So you feel me? If you're here, you got great energy. You're here again for a reason. Especially if you got in this far into the videos, you got to get your hands dirty. Start writing down your goals and dreams. Write down your goals and dreams on sticky notes. Put them on the mirror. Put them in your bathroom. Print out some pictures and make a vision board. Make an electronic vision board and make it your screensaver. That's a hack, because on average, we pick up our phone like 400 times a day. So imagine every time you pick up your phone, you see your dreams, your goals, and your visions. Again, that RES is gonna kick in. It's like, oh. So look, just to end off the video, this is my challenge to you. I want you to reprogram your RES. Again, that's your reticular activating system. What is this? This is the filter for your mind. So what we're gonna start doing is implanting images, visuals, thoughts, dreams, goals that we have for ourselves that we want to achieve. We're going to continuously repeat it to ourselves. Why? Because we're repetitive creatures, right? Our brain likes things that are familiar to us, okay? So what we're doing is we're taking these thoughts that are negative and replacing them with positive thoughts, right? We're taking the thoughts that are gonna stop us from achieving our dreams and replacing them with thoughts that are gonna push us towards achieving our dreams, okay? So how do we do that? Again, we become conscious and aware of what we're thinking about. We're gonna write them down, we're gonna cross them out, and then we're gonna figure out what positive thought can replace that, all right? We're gonna do this every day. Now, my last and final tip. When you wake up in the morning, after you do your little morning routine or whatever, you need to dedicate 5 minutes to visualizing your ideal life, okay? You need to take 5 minutes to just play a mini movie in your head. What do you see for yourself? How do you imagine yourself carrying yourself throughout the day? What would the person that you believe yourself to be do in this situation, right? How would you speak if you were on a stage doing public speaking? When you go into your work to have this meeting, how are you going to present yourself? Like, go ahead and visualize these things, whatever it may be. Visualize it, feel what it would be like to actually have that, and then go about your business. Also, at nighttime, before you go to sleep, review your goals. Look over the things that you hope to accomplish in your life. Think about your dreams. Think about your goals. Think about everything that you want to accomplish until you fall asleep. Literally. It should be the last thing on your mind when you fall asleep. You know, the older we get, we do have to become more active in our thinking. And we do have to switch out old thought patterns, old beliefs, because growing up, going through life, this is the thing. You go through certain situations where you are given thoughts and beliefs that aren't even yours. Like, it'll happen from a situation that occurred in your early life, or maybe your mom said something to you that when you were younger that you held on. Maybe your pop said something to you. Maybe your friend said something to you. Maybe you were bullied at a certain point. It's like you actually took on those thoughts and you believed them, that you accepted them, and now you don't think that you're worthy of whatever it is you see for yourself because back in second grade, little Amy told you that you was never going to be anything. It's like, what? So the more specific you are and the more intentional you are, it's pretty much taking out the guesswork for your RES to work. It's pretty much you're telling God exactly what it is that you want. Whatever you ask life for is what life is going to give you pretty much. That's what I'm trying to communicate to you. So it's like, that's why you dream big. That's why you aim high, because you're only going to do as much as you think you're capable of doing. That's why having an identity shift is so important, because when you identify as the type of person that can get X, Y, and Z done, then it's really no surprise when you get X, Y, and Z done, because it's like, duh, like, this is what I do. This is what I'm supposed to do. This is what I'm meant to do. And it's like, once you kind of have that shift, it makes it easier, because it's not a matter of, oh, I have to. It's more so like, I get to, and you're excited to do these things. So just take that into account. And like I said, get very clear about what it is that you want. Once you're clear about what you want, what you have to realize is that is going to make it so much easier to realize what you don't want and to realize what's not serving you. Because like, my way of thinking is there's a million things that I could be doing, but I know what I'm focused on. So anything that isn't contributing to that end goal, it just doesn't make sense. It's a waste of time. Why would I even indulge in X, Y, and Z when that's going to get me further away or slow me down when it comes to achieving my goals? So that's why you should commit to something, because once you commit to something, you know everything else that you don't have to commit to. So whatever it is that you want to accomplish, let's write it down. Let's figure it out. Let's start visualizing it. Let's see it. Let's repeat it to ourselves over and over again. We're going to give it to our mind, and our mind is going to say, okay, this is what they said they want. This is what he said he wanted. This is what she said she wanted. How can we make this happen? Because what you have to also realize is your heart's desires, these are things that come from God. So anything you see in your head and that you imagine is because you actually have the capability of doing it. That's what you have to realize. Like, sometimes we may have a dream that's so big or something that seems so out of left field. It's like, I don't really think I can do that. But it's like, nah, you actually can do that. You're just gonna have to change, and you're gonna have to grow, and you're gonna have to evolve, and you're gonna have to let go old habits and old thought patterns to grow into another person. That's why it says you have to die to the old version to become a new you. It's kind of like the caterpillar. You go in the cocoon, you come out a butterfly, like, yeah, like brand new. Like, damn, game, my fault. I can't be no caterpillar no more. My fault. I had to up it, literally. Now I'm a butterfly. Sorry, I had to go spend that time in the cocoon. That solitude. Go spend some time in your cocoon, come out a butterfly with your big, intricate wings, flying higher and higher, reaching your goals. No, but for real. So yeah, don't be general, be specific, and repeat it over and over and over and over again. And then once you do that, your brain pretty much starts to believe that you are supposed to be where you keep telling that you're supposed to be. Like, that was me with New York. Literally, like, I'll put it to you on a low level. I've been knew New York was gonna be cold as hell. I literally remember being at my mom's crib, visualizing walking through the city and the feeling of the wind whipping around the buildings, hitting my face, because I already knew. And so, like, of course I'm here and it's cold, but it's like, I already knew what it was gonna feel like. Like, I'm not really fazed by it. And like I said, man, really take control of the beginning and the end of your day. Two pivotal points of your day. The beginning of your day, of course, sets the tone. When you first wake up is when you're most susceptible to information. Same thing when you go to bed at night. That's when your brain accepts information the easiest. That's why I highly recommend that, you guys try falling asleep to affirmations or doing like a sleep meditation, or just falling asleep thinking about your dreams, your goals, or visualizing, like creating like a mental movie in your head. And just play it over and over and over again. And then one day you're gonna look up and realize, damn, I've seen this in my head 1,000 times. I'm just telling you what I've experienced myself. I'm telling you what all the greats before us have said. And I know that it's proven to work. So I hope that you picked up a few gems from this. Please, 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 please apply it. If you stayed in the video this long, that means you were chosen one. I'm expecting you to come back to this video down the line and tell me that you hit your goals. That's my spiel for the day. Look, we're brainwashing ourselves to success. There's no other way to do it except to actively do it. So life either happens or you happen to it, right? Tap in. That's another video. Like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know in the comments what else y'all want to hear me talk about. Yeah, talk to me in the comments. Y'all see me, I'll be chatting back. And yeah, that's it. It's definitely our year. It's up and it's stuck. We're never coming down. And I'm gonna leave you with a quote, because this is one of my favorite quotes from Jay-Z. He said to the song, he says, "Sorry, mama, I promise I wouldn't change, but I would have went insane had I remained the same me." I promise I wouldn't change, but I would have went insane had I remained the same me. Die to the old version to become a new you. See y'all next week.